1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I really am a walker, a solitary one. I take immense pleasure from walking everywhere. I often find excuses to walk long and far. I've enjoyed walking in this city for many years, happily. I have to say with pride that I have now perfected, or as I call it, designed my walking style. I see myself as walking, moving architecture, a house or a palace. It's all about lines with me, the parallels, perpendiculars and ergonomic balance of forms and lines of movements. I have adorned my walk with intricate details. You may not notice when you glance variety of complex lines combined with some most accurate of angles, which all characterize aesthetic harmony, design of what I call the walk. Some people seem to fame me for my walk. Here they wave me from their windows, there they open their doors to talk. Some line behind me and try to imitate, but lack imaginative sense and bodily control to execute the walk. But only recently my walking has undergone some sudden transformation, taking a new, unfamiliar turn, as it were. Sometimes when I'm walking down my favorite route, on a neat pedestrian little street for instance, I suddenly get this peculiar sensation, completely out of my control and very upsetting for my walk aesthetics. All of a sudden, my legs start feeling impossibly heavy. I can hardly move them at all. And what appeared as a perfectly hard surface just a moment ago turns into a soft, pliable surface which sort of melts under my feet. I find myself wading heavily in what feels like a squashy mud of algae-ridden swamp. The further I walk, the deeper I get in the mud. Others who know me are shocked when they notice me start miming without an apparent cause. My face contorts from exhaustion. The lovely architecture of my walk crumbles. Angles slack. Sweat drips off my forehead. This parody lasts I don't know for how long, since I get completely overtaken by the task, unaware of the real time or place. I am getting deeper into the swamp and cannot do anything about it. I am only conscious that I cannot, must not stop, even for a moment, or else I start sinking, getting buried in the mud. My mouth fills with putrid taste of stale, rotting vegetation, and then I cannot breathe. I suffocate. I have to keep on walking, wading, pulling myself out of the swamp. The image of that famous Russian painting called Bulaki
comes to mind often when I am in this intoxicated state. I can focus on the image of the young boy in the center of the barge pullers group, who, at that precise moment, rebels. His body becomes erect. He stops. He questions. I want to rebel too. But whom or what against? If, as they say, the swamp is only in my imagination. To others, it's just a solid surface. I'm only pulling myself. I am the barge and the worker-slave rolled in one. And if I stop upright, I sink right down under the algae blanket, and in this strange embrace, the swamp and I annul each other. And so I pull, completely focused on the action, until the ground under my feet firms up and closes up again. I am above my Hades.